we are into December now, and what are the best things to pick up this month, closing out the year of 2024? This year has been an incredible year for Pokemon, especially the Scarlet and Violet era. It really has outperformed expectations, to be honest. Pokemon have released some incredible sets this year. Next year is looking to be even more insane. So this month we're going to be going through some great seal product to pick up just as we're about to go into the craziness of next year. With an honorable mention, we're going through TCG Player today, so let's get into it. Okay, starting things off with an honorable mention, we got the Terapagos Ultra Premium Collection Box. Now this is the brand new UPC coming out. Now this is an interesting one, mainly because not many people are really talking about it. Why? Because everyone's talking about all the other craziness that is coming out over the next few months. And, when we had the 151 UPC last year, of course, that was a really big release anyway with 151. We had the Charizard UPC. When that came out, people were just absolutely losing their minds over it. This one's just chilling, right? This one is just chilling under the radar. I did a video, might have been maybe a month or 2 months ago, talking about this product. And a lot of people were just kind of like, whatever. Everyone's on about Surgeon Sparks, everyone's on about Prismatic Evolutions, Team Rocket, you name it, everything else but this product, okay? Now, I will say that this, in my opinion, isn't as good as the Charizard one, right? I think the Charizard UPC is a good UPC, right? You have incredible packs in there with like Evolving Skies, but you also have very good promos in there as well. And just Charizard's just a more popular Pokemon, right? Terapagos, yeah, normally cares. I don't think that much about that Pokemon. However, this is going to be a good product to pick up because of its price and what you get inside. This is going to be more of a value piece than this looks awesome piece, right? So like Charizard, when that came out, you had some pretty decent sets in there, right? You had some good, trainer gallery sets. You had Vivid Voyage, Dance Blaze. Okay, maybe not the best. But then you also had Evolving Skies. Now, as the time of release of the UPC, Evolving Skies was nowhere near as expensive as it is now. But at the time, it was like, okay, fair enough. But the promos was like the buzz, the playmat, everything. It was just Charizard, amazing. Since then, we've had other UPCs. We've had the Arceus UPC that came out, which again was not that exciting, but is a good value product, right? You get a good amount of stuff and good packs inside. Okay-ish promos, but pretty decent for its price. And that has been climbing also. So this kind of falls under that same category. I would say this Terapagos one falls under that Arceus category rather than, something like the Charizard category. So let's go through this at the moment. We are looking at $98 for this one. Over here in the UK, you can pick this up for around £100. Some places are actually selling it for under £100. I've pre-ordered 2. I am going to be opening up 1 on the channel, and then I'm going to be keeping at least 1 sealed. I like to have more of a collection style. I like to have 1 of each UPC because they're big and bulky. I can't store that many. I just don't have the room to be able to have that many UPCs lying around. Same with 151. I've got a couple of those UPCs. Same with Charizard. I've got a couple of them. Same with the Arceus. I've got a couple, and so on and so forth. So this one falls under that same category. Get a couple of them. Now, this one does come with 18 packs, so it does come with more packs than the others, which is a good bonus, okay? The promos, I mean, they're okay, right? The promos aren't the best. You're not going to be, going crazy over the promos for this. Same with the playmat and everything else. The cracked ice energies look really nice. If you haven't seen them, like I said, when I do the video in a couple of weeks' time, you guys will see for yourself. It is amazing. So, is this good, right? You're paying $90 to $100 for 18 packs. Good solid sets in here, by the way, right? Yes, you do go Obsidian Flames, but you get Stellar Crown, you get Twilight Masquerade, you get Paradox, you get Temporal. All very good sets, right? Fair enough, no Surging Sparks is to come out before Surge. Well, technically made before Surging Sparks, so there's no Surging Sparks in here. But I do think for the price, it's good. And we all know, like, Twilight Masquerade's climbing, Stellar Crown's climbing, Temporal, they're all climbing, okay? In the future, those packs are going to be sought after. Those sets are going to be sought after. So this product will be sought after. Just because of the packs that it has inside. Like what happened with the Charizard UPC. Don't forget, Charizard UPC came out really high price, hyped the absolute max, dropped to like 80, 90 UPC. Some places were even trying to sell it for less, 75, 70. Now look at it. So keep that in mind. Just, be aware of this. Okay, now we're going to get into the top 5. We're going to go in with Surging Sparks. We're going with booster bundles. Okay, we're moving away from, booster boxes because they are over $200 a box. And let's talk about something else other than Surging Sparks. Now, Surging Sparks is insane, right? I'm going to be doing a video covering a little bit more in depth and my thoughts moving forward with Surging Sparks. I've been doing tier list with all the different Scarlet and Violet era sets and where I would rank them and why, and talking through each of those sets. And at the time, Surging Sparks wasn't out. So, I'm not going to revitalize that list yet. I'm going to wait until a few more sets to be released in the Scarlet and Violet era. So I'll do it further into next year because there's some incredible sets coming. So I'm going to be doing a video where I'll be covering Surging Sparks just on its own later on this week, probably, or next week. So Surging Sparks booster bundles. These are climbing like crazy. We are looking at $42. Now, normally I would say I would not avoid, but I wouldn't prioritize booster bundles for regular sets, right? If someone's like, oh, do I want to get booster bundles for Paradox Rift or Stellar Crown? I'd be like, probably not. Paladin Fates is great, 151 is great, Shroud of Fable, probably not, So, but Surging Sparks has been doing very well, right? Booster packs are like $5, pushing $6 a booster pack for a set that's been out a month. We're looking at booster bundles. They've gone up 42%. They're $42 over here in the UK. I believe they're now sold out on the Pokemon Center website, which means it's going to be, again, tough to get hold of them. They are getting more and more expensive. This is going to be a good pickup. I would expect that they might not be as much booster bundles in the future. As a rule, when Pokemon tend to reprint / restock stuff, it tends to be booster boxes. It tends to be ETBs. Maybe they'll do the booster bundles, but I don't know. This is going to be a good one moving forward. I wouldn't say, you could say you're looking at maybe 151 levels. 151 booster bundles at the moment are on TCG, I believe, like 60, 65. This could get there. This could really get there. The fact is it's selling at such a high amount of volume at this price already is madness. So yeah, this is definitely one to look out for. Really easy to store. We talked about the UPC being really big and bulky and difficult. These are really great. Of course, there's a different alternative than to pick up a booster box. Actually, packs wise, is cheaper to get a booster box. You're looking at $200 or so for a booster box, where you're looking at 6 of these to equate to a booster box, which would put you up to $240, $250. So this is still a really good one. Next on the list, we have Hidden Fates. It's been a while since I talked about one of my favorite sets, Hidden Fates, and this is a big deal. This is a big deal, guys, mainly because we have reached over $200 an ETB. It is broke $200, and we're looking at the highest sale price was $252. Most recent was $200. So yeah, Hidden Fates is really doing well. Over the past year, you can see it's climbed 16%. Now you may be thinking, what's that? But that's really good for this set. It reached $200. It grew 11% over the past 3 months. Over the past month, it's gone up 6%. A lot of people are going in on kind of I wouldn't say collection style, but these type of style ETBs where they're getting harder to get hold of, right? You're looking at, things like 151, people going crazy for that. People going over the top for Pokemon Center ETBs. This didn't have a Pokemon Center version. It had a premium version with the Rayquaza and everything, but that was just next level insanity, like an ultra premium box. But for a Hidden Fates, look, we haven't really gone through the single card prices yet of Hidden Fates. I know that the big shiny Charizard has gone up in value. It's pushing nearly $500. I know that the Umbreon's been going up, and a few other big shiny cards have been moving up with Hidden Fates. I know the Hidden Fates loose booster packs have hit over $20 a booster pack, so it makes sense that the ETB follows suit and matches that price, because there's 10 packs inside with the promo as well. I know that the promo's been shifting up as well. I think that's $20 now. So things are definitely moving up with Hidden Fates. Over here in the UK, again, it has been going up. It's still cheaper, but we're now looking around $120, $125 for an ETB. So that has gained a little bit more in value. Now, bear in mind, this was heavily printed. It was printed and then reprinted into what? Assumably Oblivion. That doesn't matter. This set is incredibly strong. My goal of getting 100 of these ETBs is proving very difficult, mainly because I'm trying to get hold of other stuff, you know. But I do think Hidden Fates is just a gem. It really is just a gem, and I think it will continue to appreciate over time. And you know, I am one for this set. You know, I absolutely am, and I think down the line we could be seeing this reach Shining Legends level of an ETB. You know, $300 plus, which is fantastic. All right, we're keeping with Surging Sparks. This time we got the regular ETB, not the Pokemon Center ETB. Like the booster bundles, this one's been going a bit over the top, right? $71 for an ETB. Now, I had somebody in the comments on one of my recent videos say to me, Jace, Surging Sparks ETBs are ridiculously hard to get hold of. You can't find them anywhere. You know, it's wild, right? They're over in the US. It's a different story over here in the UK. Completely different story. These are £45. Some places maybe 50. I've seen some places maybe, you know, 42, 43. And you can quite easily get them, whether it's eBay, whether it's on an online shop, whether it's in store. I mean, I went into my local toy store, maybe last weekend, so about a week ago, less than a week ago, and they had literally behind the till just this huge shelf, just full, jam-packed full of ETBs, 45 each. So they're quite readily available to get hold of here in the UK. So when I talk about Surging Sparks and my view on the set and what is going on and availability and stuff, I'm talking it from my own personal perspective of what I've seen around me. And so obviously it's going to be very different here in the UK than it is elsewhere. So yeah, over here you can find these still for 45 pretty easily, right? In fact, in Black Friday I actually saw some people sell it for 35. So you can actually pick them up for a reasonably good price. However, over in the US and on TCG Player, we're looking at $71 and it is on the rise. This will be an Evolving Skies level ETB. This will be over $100 before we know it. And I think this one, you know, we could be looking down the line at being $200 an ETB. I think that's realistically what is going to happen. You know, they reprint, restock, you know, booster boxes, unless we get like a Vivid Voyage Dance Ablaze type thing with the ETBs like they did in the past. I just don't see it, you know, having, you know, it happening. But if it did happen, then yes, it will fall to that level. But at the moment, I think Surging Sparks is doing really well. You know, over the past month, I mean, it's only been our month, right? It's climbed 53%. And this is just the normal version. This isn't the, you know, Pokemon Center ETB version. And yeah, booster boxes, like I said, they're getting really expensive. If you look at booster boxes over here in the UK, again, you're looking probably around retail, like MSRP, so around 145, 150 a box. So yeah, it is cheaper still over here. And again, you can find Surging Sparks quite easily. You know, there are a ton being sold on eBay every single day. There are still a lot of stores that have Surging Sparks. They are a little bit more expensive. You know, we're looking around that 150 range, but you can find them around. So, you know, but yeah, for a set that's only a month, it is a bit crazy. Right, on to Paradox Rift now. Now, Paradox Rift has been doing really well. It's now starting to take off. You know, people now starting, I think, to appreciate this set a little bit more than, you know, previously. It was at one point the cheapest set, even cheaper than base set in the Scarlet and Violet era. The cards haven't really been moving much. You look at the Groudon, you look at the Roaring Moon, you look at some of the other illustration rares, because the SIRs in the set kind of not doing very well. But the rest of the illustration rares are doing well. And they haven't really climbed much. I think the Groudon stat is 60, so the most expensive card in the set is $60. We're looking at $122 now for a booster box. I believe this is still set for a restock / reprint coming. They did Paldea Evolved recently. They also did Obsidian Flames, and they also had, I believe it was, there was definitely been some restock here in the UK of Twilight Masquerade for sure. So I don't know whether or not we've had Paradox or Temporal or Stellar Crown yet. But yeah, we're looking at $122 a box. Over here in the UK, you can still pick this up for $100 pretty comfortably, maybe $105. There is a lot of Paradox around. Where will I see this set go? I did a video recently where I talked about where I think it will go. I think it is a middle of the road set. I don't think it's going to be, you know, top 3 set of the Scarlet and Violet era. It's a good set for sure. Beautiful cards, great amount of illustration rares, which will help as well. But yeah, I think this will be, you know, quite comfortably a several $100 booster box down the line. But right now it is climbing over the past 3 months, up 20%. You know, we go back pretty much since it came out, and it's gained 37%. Very good, right? Over the past month, gaining 9% is very impressive. High volumes of sales. Again, we saw this in a recent video. You know, decent amount of sales per day, but then look at these two, 107, 93. So a lot of product being shifted there with Paradox. And then finally, we have a wild one here, spicy take, Scarlet Violet base set. Now, when I did the booster box recap, market recap, I was shocked by how well this is actually doing. Now, this is an interesting one because Sword and Shield base is over $300 a box, like $330, something like that. Now, I'm not saying this is that level, but this has room to grow. This is better than Sword and Shield base. This is a very good, strong base set. We're looking at $117. This is doing really well. It has climbed very well over the past 3 months, gaining 27% in value. Over the past month, it's gained 12%. Over the past year, it's gained 31%. Here's the thing with Scarlet and Violet base. The single cards are moving, guys. The single cards are actually shifting. The Miriam is now bouncing back. Gardevoir is climbing. Some of the illustration rares, I think, is like the Drowsy, the Ralts, the Kalia, stuff like that, are all moving upwards. So we're seeing growth and movements happening in Scarlet and Violet base. It's actually quite difficult to get hold of. Like here in the UK, to get hold of Scarlet and Violet base, it's quite tough. You're going to have to go on eBay and places like that. You know, stores don't really have them anymore. Set's been out 2 years. Has it been 2 years? It's been a long time. So the set's been out for a while. So yeah, I mean, this is definitely one. This is what I would say is a low risk one because the price is relatively cheap at $117. You could be like, well, Chase, I can spend a few more dollars and get Paradox Rift. Of course you can, right? But the thing is with Paradox Rift is you'll probably get a restock, right? Reprint. Scarlet Violet base is old, right? It ain't getting any more. So look, it's always great, good to diversify, pick a few things here and there. This is going to be a little good one. So you have it, guys. Those are my picks this month for December. It's been a crazy year, you know, when we look at picking up sealed product left, right, and center. I mean, we ended this year on a bang with Surge and Sparks. Next year is going to be interesting. I mean, the first 3 sets that we're getting, Prismatic, already causing headache for people. We have the, I think it's the black and white themed set, which is coming with the trainer Pokemon. Then we have Team Rocket, and we don't know what else is coming. I think a lot of people said that Megas are coming back, potentially with the release of the new Pokemon Legends game. So there's a lot of stuff coming next year. And it's already giving people headaches. People are already worried and panicking about getting hold of certain products and stock and this, that, and the other. You know, when I was looking at things for like Prismatic Evolutions, it is, you know, going to be amazing, right? I will be doing a video where I'll be covering anyway, but I think that set is going to be absolutely incredible. Surge and Sparks, honestly, it is just going from strength to strength to strength. I'll be covering a little bit more in depth soon. But overall, out of these, I think, you know, don't sleep on other little products like the booster bundles, regular ETBs, even in sets that do perform well. And on top of that, yeah, Paradox Rift and Scarlet Violet base. Obsidian Flames is making movements as well, so is Temporal. There's a lot of sets that are actually doing well. So in the Scarlet Violet era, which are pretty good pickups. Make sure to find the video and you've enjoyed it. Make sure to smash the like button. Make sure to subscribe for more Pokemon content. Let me know your thoughts down in the comments on what we've been through today. Is there any that you would like to add in as well? But for me, if I was going to pick up anything this month, in all honesty, it would probably be Surge and Sparks. It really would. I can see Surge and Sparks going up to $300 a box before any more hit the shelves. And that is a scary thought to think. But that is it from me, guys, in today's video. If you want more Pokemon content, make sure to click the video on the screen. And of course, make sure to hit that subscribe button. But as always, thank you so much for watching. You guys are legends, and I'll see you in the next one.